Hi guys, and welcome to the Rocket League Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video replay of the match between Karmine Corp and G2 Stride during the Rocket League World Championship 2024. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
On forward for this fight, it's Karmine Corp versus G2 for a shot at the title.
For a shot at the crown, you gotta stand up through the kings. G2 hope to siege the blue wall, and KCorp will not stop until they see gold.
G2 so far haven't go through 7 entire games versus FURIA. They may well be tired from that as Karmine Corp come through completely fresh from last night's sleep. But G2, their performance versus FURIA is going to go down in the history books as one of the hardest fought wins that we will ever see. 20 or so minutes of overtime racking up between those two, and they take the dub in Game 7 OT.
And after that match, Beast Mode had said they're taking a break, but they want to keep that energy up. They didn't play their best, but they're getting there. But they're going up against KCorp. Their coach FURIA said they cannot play any better than this. This is a KCorp that have peaked.
So you know what? A peaking Karmine Corp, a peaking G2. What a semi-finals this is here in Dickies Arena. Starting off with a decent amount of pressure from Karmine Corp over towards the orange side, but a long shot forces it to jump off the back wall. Their colors in the arena complement each other so well, and I think these two teams fit together like jigsaw pieces on the pitch just as nicely. They're different play styles, G2 wanting to have much more of a measured approach, wait to strike, take a couple of shots and go for quality over quantity. Karmine Corp on the other side of things, they want to pepper their opponent's net. Way more shots, way more goals, but it all depends what's going to win a championship, offense or defense.
And after a dominant season from G2, you got to come into this confident, especially this match. It's Daniel!
What a free jump as well. Across the pitch, Atomic back to Daniel from the first pass across. That's what you love to see. Immediately, the two teammates on the exact same wavelength.
KCorp have said you could throw any situation at them, nothing will shake them. Split two, form them into one of the most resilient teams in the world. FURIA said this, and it'll be a battle of genius. FURIA and Satu to mold the pieces on this chessboard. It's G2 that strike first. How will KCorp respond with that resilience?
Matera on that right-hand side trying to harass any G2 player that wants to attack his ball as far as he's concerned. Daniel will reset in the midfield. His resets there have been great. One bump, two bump, a flick up high. The next man there. Beast Mode, reset, down on time! Beast Mode, a boomer in the first.
The Beast is here! The double to put them ahead by 2. G2, I couldn't ask for anything else. They are not tired. They have just woken up. And it's KCorp with their first match of the day that want to put on the press. They have one of the most deadly offenses and one that is suffocating. But Daniel, he tries to adjust and he sets it up for Atomic.
3 for G2 in game number 1 is a statement that I'm sure Karmine Corp were not expecting. An immediate dusting of the defense may well cause Karmine Corp to rethink their strategy. Out of time and out of pressure. So far, G2, they're on top of that leaderboard.
And Atomic returns to Dickies Arena to claim the trophy he almost got under this banner 2 years ago when G2 look in form. Despite how long of a series they just experienced. But KCorp, they've been through so much. This will not touch them.
Relatively soft shot central is going to now force Atto into having just a little bit more on the back line. Atomic is going to be holding it down. This is where we see Karmine Corp really start to pepper. Instead, G2 can work out of their own half. Daniel up nice and early, the star player for G2 so far. Another reset over a defender. It seems like Daniel can pluck them out of thin air.
Oh, Beast Mode with a 50 win. Atomic wasn't trusting. He wanted to fight for the corner, but here's the counter. Wow. From KCorp, not like this!
You know what? Chuck that in a black and white montage. That is a stunner of a redirect. Daniel right at the back, can't help but score goals. Couldn't get to it quick enough. Rise will be happy to accept that one. He was the last man able to defend it. He got the touch. Not the one that he wanted, Only 2 goals separating KC now, and a kickoff going advantage G2.
Can G2 keep up with the momentum that KCorp can bring to the table? Daniel just barely. KCorp with the first goal of the series, and Atto, that MVP for KCorp, wants to show out. It's Atomic hoping to slow this down. Atto sends a shot flying. Beast mode with a full tank. Still trying to dribble this. Can't get under the ball. Rise senses this. And there's Vatira with the miss. And Atto challenges as the third man. Rise gets back in time in the midfield for KCorp.
These small touches from G2. Typically we're seeing Daniel go for them, but Beast mode got them in his locker as well. Just getting out the reach of their opponent. Atto near enough over one, but Atomic is going to be able to shut it down. Taken away by Daniel. Rise central, Vatira's waiting and lurking, but as is Beast mode. No chance to get it round, does get the beat on him this time. Batty up high, attempts to reset, a bump at the back for Daniel. Near enough, a shot on target, but it's going to be weak. More needs to come from Karmine Corp as we enter the last minute.
With the fake challenges, KCorp are really testing the waters against G2, and now 2. But Atomic on the sidewall looking awkward. Beast mode has his back, he's on the wing, and G2 are going to need some wings. Here's the attack, it's on the crossbar for Atto. He's got some pads to work with. There's Vatira off the back wall. Rise has time, and Daniel with the early challenge.
A 0 boost defense across the board for G2, and yet they stay steady. Beast mode now pre-jumping that one with nothing. A single pad on the way. An exemplary display of force from the G2 side.
30 seconds, KCorp are running out of time and out of options. They can't afford this. Vatira safely to the side, collects the corner. Beast mode with a 50, getting scary as Rise leads Atto towards the net. Vati with the fake, about the Daniel pops up.
Rise again, sees one central, Atto's there, saved away, G2. Their defense that they've been forced back into has held so well so far. Rise misreading that, it's not going to be enough. Game 1, going the way of the hometown heroes. Try and send a deadly dagger at your net.
And G2, after dominating North America, they've been able to just rely on mechanics, laying back and going for solo plays, but this was a team effort from G2. The back-to-back passes, it was a masterclass. KCorp, they didn't get shut out. Game 2 will be a different story, and it's already an early attack for KCorp. Low on boost, but really trying to shake up G2's backline as Beast mode wins 50s to get them to the blue half.
And you know what? When G2 attacks, they literally don't care how much boost they have. If they defend on 0, cool, that's also fine. More than happy just to push, no matter the resources. Boost starving maybe not quite as effective versus a team that is that comfortable in their own skin. Atomic does carry it past with 60 in the tank, ends with 20. Beast mode to catch, 50 on his own. And now Atto trying to push downfield. That MVP, but a miss. It's going to be lacking so far for Karmine Corp, not with that same bite that we've seen them have.
2 demos now out of KCorp to try and reset G2, and still they almost found a moment to get a shot on net. Now Daniel is just gonna leave this over, see if he can give himself some time to get boost. Atomic can't get some corner control. Now Beast mode up high against Rise. Maybe Daniel behind as a passing option, but it's tough for G2 to slow things down and still have a chance at offense.
It's worth mentioning the quality of opponent these teams have come through. Karmine Corp, they have beaten the fastest team in the world in 5 games. G2, they have struggled their way through here. They got through the Swiss, yes, 3-0, but since then, 2 Game 7s, win 1, and they've also lost one just a little bit earlier today. A minute and a half up. See Atto now get that dunk. It's going to be a good opportunity, but Daniel clears corner bound.
Still a 0-0 game. G2 didn't get that early start that they got in Game 1. KCorp able to calm themselves and the play. It's Atomic to Daniel, and almost recollecting as Atomic didn't get boost or bumps he was looking for. Bouncing out to Beast mode, catches in the midfield, couldn't follow through, didn't have enough resources. And Atto's still going for demos. They keep forcing a destructure out of G2.
And there's a couple of demos again just raining through. Rise this time. And we see him, one of the best off-ball players in the world. That's how they have won those regional events at the start of the year. When he then failed, Karmine Corp failed. He needs to be activated. Vatira gets through the roll. Rise now, chance to shoot midfield. Is there anybody there? Beast mode can carry it away. Reset does not find Atomic. Atto managing to intercept. Karmine Corp now really asking questions of the G2 defense.
And KCorp are really good at when they see G2 barreling downfield, they know they could go for these low passes, and KCorp are becoming more aware of it, but Daniel, like a swing for the fences yet. And now low on boost, G2 are limited on what they can do in this moment. Daniel doesn't even have a corner boost. He has Atomic or Beast Mode. They're running on empty, but so is KCorp. At this tempo, you gotta do what you can.
Awkward defense going through for Karmine Corp. Each time it's fallen to them. Vatira does get dunked, but the second chance of Beast Mode, he wanted it, but the boost was not there in his tank. A collection by Vatira, instead punts it as far away as he can. Wants nothing to do with that ball. Chases down B Mode, who carries over one, bumped out the way again. This attack building for G2, a clear from Rise. 100 seconds, still drawn level.
Uh-oh,
That's awkward.
Yeah, Rise brings it to safety to the opposite side as Beast Mode 50s keeps forcing KCorp to make decisions to use resources. Daniel not with the double, and Atomic as he went for the finish. Vati saw him coming. G2 on the retreat, and they got their own boost, and KCorp can't build that threat yet, and almost a minute left.
And with two commits getting much more awkward for them. 1, 2, far corner, not bound from Atomic. Chance for G2 to try and push this Karmine Corp defense even further. One central again, cleared by Atto. The first up. Atto wants to try and find his way in. Bisa with a catch, an air dribble, a dunk. Forces two to commit. Atomic shooting high, burning boost for Atto. Tips over his head into the corner. G2 putting on the press.
And the KCorp are boost starved right now. They can't do anything. But what?
It's brilliance from G2. It is astonishing, Atomic. Top corner, Vati's there, still sneaks through. Pixel perfection. G2 take a late lead. Karmine Corp yet to answer at all.
Atomic under the same banner but different teammates. This is one of the best and most accomplished teams that North America has ever seen. And KCorp on the equalizer!
Whatever you can do, G2, you know what, fellas? We can do it better. A massive miss, a team bump, an aerial goal nonetheless. 30 seconds, Karmine Corp draw it level versus this G2 team that so far has controlled the tempo. Now on this kickoff, how will they approach it? It does get forced back corner, which is exactly where Rise is waiting. Up for one, on target, Beast Mode, more than enough boost to keep it safe.
And the defenses have been so good, it takes physicality, demos, bumps, whatever. Atomic leads that. Beast Mode with the delayed challenge to Daniel, and it's off the crossbar!
Beast Mode now needing to defend. He had zero boost, the flick up high! No one's there until Beast Mode, a pre-jump from the heavens!
Oh, and it almost got centered in front of the net. A few more seconds. Monty double off the corner, and no follow-up. A team bump from G2, it's hectic, and it's overtime!
Beast Mode saving the skin of G2 on that one. I thought he'd misjumped, but clearly he knows ball a lot better than I do. A challenge coming through. Daniel wanted to get the ball away from Atto. Midfield with another team bump. We've seen them from both sides plaguing them. Vatira, a chance for a long shot. Instead, the reset goes a bit further than he might have wanted. Only finds Daniel on the backboard. In front of this game might go to a 0-0 overtime, but somehow both score in regulation.
Wonder if G2 can take control of the KCorp boost. That's what really helped propel them to a lead, as KCorp can take their time. Like you said, they can play back and wait for quality, not quantity, and it was almost there. Vati pushing G2 to the edge. Atomic skirts to the side, can't get it up the wall as Rise grabs the side boost, and Atto dances along Daniel, and Vati just can't bully through. Now a transition for G2, but Atomic's demoed. Beast Mode still just gonna delay them and distract them.
Low boost across the board for KC. Now they get a chance to go for this attack. The only player with boost was Atto very briefly. Again, back down to zero. They use a huge amount of boost in these games. One of the top 3 teams, in fact, in the entire tournament so far. Vatira, back left, gets one challenge. Atto, just a nicely to clear into the corner. Atomic there, though, is waiting. That one on target. A couple of bumps and a miss! It was sort of like an H, but then he fell and it sort of became a really sad N. So, wasn't great.
Be careful out there.
Yeah, maybe don't fall in the middle of the stands. One of these teams, though, great segue here, is going to fall. Game number 3, Karmine Corp did take their time out right on time. The G2, one more, and they'd set themselves up for that date in the Grands.
G2 with a defense that hits KCorp with a few demos, and they're working on nothing. Beast Mode with a shot, but Vati was ready. on the back wall. Rise tries to collect, and Daniel attacks him, swarms him. KCorp can't really develop something, at least off the kickoff! Atomic again!
The atomic bomb released on Karmine Corp's head. The reset from beast mode, opposite corner. Thank you very much, G2. Early advantage. And that is one way to shut your opponents up after they've been yapping for a minute.
It's a good cushion. G2 just had the right idea right off the kickoff. Double demo. And who's starving them? KCorp got the reset they needed. Oh, Rise with a ton of touches. Beast Mode protects the crossbar. And it's a cut from the right side. But KCorp do not puncture.
Vatira now going into the back corner, does get that 100 boost, now up for one, who's going to challenge him? No one just yet, and you know what, we're seeing so much patience from G2. They aren't necessarily attacking everything in the air, which is normally what Karmine Corp in Europe are going to be so used to. You don't get any space when you're playing in Europe, G2. They're giving them a lot more than they would typically have, and Karmine Corp are not taking advantage of that. Vatira, low boost, can't get anything past the defense. Now it's time for Atomic to whip it just above the crossbar. Rise. Contact for them is made.
But it's good from Vatira to run into that traffic, to not let G2 start a walk into a sprint. Now Atomic running into Atto, Daniel off the ceiling, and a reset! Daniel, you're insane!
Daniel sets the world on fire. A lean back reset, takes it low, uses it immediately. No one on Karmine Corp reading that kind of flip. 2 goals to the good for G2. The crowd bay for their champions to enter the finals.
Most mechanical team in North America, on display. KCorp just can't allow that to happen. You can't give a team like G2 time on the ball, and demos come into play.
Double demo in favor of G2 there. Atto gets out some frustration, removes Atomic from the pitch, but with one going towards the side and then falls back towards the blue half. Opposite corner, Vatira clearing. They need this ball to stay a little bit closer to them should they have any success. Atto's probably going to wait for one in the middle, takes it round, and Beast Mode can dive in. Up for one, maybe an attempted reset instead of a dunk. Not quite enough boost.
Atto's ready, almost off the ceiling. Few more extra touches, and almost got the pass to Rise. And it's done!
The beast has been released! The third for G2, with a demo on the back line. He sees blood, he sees his future, and he takes the bull by the horns. The triple in favor of those from NA halfway through this game.
No one expected this level of Beast Mode again!
Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing greatness. Previously it was the age of Zen. This is the millennia of Beast Mode!
I just love hearing the crowd chant. And they love it too! 4-0 for G2 in Game 3. Looking ahead at match point, Beast Mode. He's so confident. He keeps going for these ego challenges. And how can KCorp get the fakes, to play the mind games, to find any gap? Because the demos aren't really coming out of KCorp's side, it's more out of G2. And Ryan looks
Great
for
bump.
and Bonzi almost gets it.
Air draw bumps so far are going to be the play by Atomic. He is released, it goes to the other side. Rise! Cannot make contact. G2 robs their way through the Frenchies.
G2 are forcing KCorp to commit all the time. They have to send the house. They need every option, every person standing tall on the front line. And they need that risk. But it turns around. G2 spit in their faces in Game 3. 5-0.
So close previously. This time G2 absolutely run away with it. A double chance. Not quite taken from G2. This one all but over. With 2 minutes remaining, it's a chance for Karmine Corp to save face and prepare themselves. Especially, they've just taken their tactical timeout. What do you do after this?
It's a mental game. You would never expect KCorp's net to be open. There's always someone there. Something is breaking down in the KCorp camp. And you gotta wonder if that's gonna be fixed for next, or this could be in a sweep direction, but Atto will give life to his team. And now a demo opens up the midfield. shield, but Vati is quicker. Atto at the ready, and he keeps throwing shots to G2's net. Atto hasn't given up.
We are seeing a few double commits come through from G2. They're not impenetrable, but they are absolutely extraordinary at covering up the smallest error when it comes through. And KarMine, the inability to deal with them. Vatira tries to chip it round one, isn't able to. Rise Central, Beast Mode doinking it to Safety, but Safety has changed his name to Vatira. Central with him, goes down low, bottom corner, saved again, this time! Rise, he brings back one. Will it be enough?
This was the layered attack we wanted to see out of KCorp. To send it and finally finish it. It's 5-1. This is really just to build some kind of momentum for the next game. Unless 4 goals happen in 1 minute, I'll stand corrected.
I don't think I've ever seen 5 goals come back from in the RLCS. It might have happened once or twice, but out of the thousands of matches that we have played, it's not going to be happening here today. A bump at the top, falls back down into the orange half. Final 45, again, as I've been saying, purely to save face. G2, if all goes wrong, and it goes to game 6, game 7, whatever it is, they've still got their tactical timeout. The defense in KarMine still being stretched. G2 are not done with the carcass that they have made out of KT.
And even Atto with the back pass is just trying to get the ball out of G2's hands, but G2 are playing so fast and methodical that you just don't have a Okay. Guess you don't have anyone in there either. What happened there?
At this point, you type in chat, FFGG, go next. Batty, 0 boost, tried to go for it, ultimately won't matter, you've already conceded 5, lads. But it's not exactly a confidence inspirer going into game number 4. It's going to be a big, big opportunity for G2 to take this momentum, to take this chance, to see the future written in the stars, to know that here, on the stage, they were taken down last time by BDS. This is their chance, one more game. And we see ourselves with a G2 in the grand finals for the 2nd time in Fort Worth.
KCorp fans, they need you. Get up and get loud. It's game 4. Can KCorp have an answer? They need to unite on the front. They've got boost, and they're starting to steal it away from G2. If you can slow them down and not let them go for any dribbles, not let them access the backboard, that could be the secret sauce to KCorp. And look how early they already are to supporting that offense.
They're here on the score sheet in the series. That's not a worry. They just need to make sure they don't concede that 5. They need to get a couple of goals, a couple of feel-good goals. Put the pressure on, lads. That's what you do. With G2, their defense, even if somewhat scrappy at times, has not been broken very often by KC. Vatira up for 1 with the reset, comes down. Rise is there, but Beast Mode, he manages to squeeze in front just instead. Atto can't quite get it out of Beast Mode's grasp. Atomic bumps 1 off the ball, and that is what G2 have been doing so well, the physicality.
And G2 have been able to have a lead, but here's Daniel off to the side, though. When G2 have a lead, they don't have to overcommit. It's KCorp that send everything, they throw everything, put the kitchen sink. As even the mind games, the delays, the baits, it's not enough to get through that G2 defense. It was one of the best. As KCorp lacking boost, but Batis get a chance on the ball. Not a great touch from Atomic! KCorp, but first!
Rise with the first. Minute and 10 seconds in, and it's G2 put to the pressure. Atomic didn't deal with it on the backboard. And that's what KarMine want to do. They want to pepper, they want to make sure that nobody feels comfortable. A shot after shot, they're going to be a revolving door. G2 have dealt with it so far. They've shut them down in the midfield. Those chances have not been very often. Vatira for a pre-jump does get a miss. Beast Mode down, a reset cut out by Atto.
G2 have way too much time in the air. KCorp learned that lesson the hard way before. But it's kind of uncharacteristic for G2 to have these missed touches, and KCorp may have found a weakness, but it's Beast Mode that is constantly attacking this ball. He is always behind it. And who was behind KCorp? It's Fati, doesn't go for the boost, pops it up to the ceiling. Atto takes the helm. To the corner, he collides into Beast Mode. He wants to take a bite out of this defense. Now Rise with time. Beast Mode to the ceiling, almost dropping it down, and Atomic saves.
2 minutes through, KarMine with just that one, still holding them in the game. A shot long, does find itself wide. Beast Mode, just a spot of space, but Rise going to shut that down immediately. Atto, 1, top corner! That is bottled by the Belgian!
After what, a 150-point game, time. Atto alive and well. Beautiful shot. 2-0 for KCorp. Finally up ahead, up early. But this is going to take a lot of work out of KCorp to come back in this series. It may be late, but it's fine if they can do it.
It's that latent timeout. Now it's sinking in what Ferro was saying. A 50 from Vatira does go high into that back corner. All three players on G2 very close. Chance here for Rise to try and sneak his way in. Daniel versus Vati. Vati wins out on that one. He has the boost advantage. 1, 2, not quite round one, but does get the bump. Beast mode though. Supporting his teammate has been his #1 goal every single play that he goes for. Such an unselfish player. Rise though, up for that bump on the opposition side. Top corner, not quite found this time.
And KCorp have had time because of that exchange to grab boost to keep this pressure going. Can G2 withstand? Beast mode has to go up high to Atomic. Atto with the save.
A vital save as well. G2, you want them to have no momentum heading into each consecutive game now. Heads back into the corner. Beast mode cuts out early, finds Daniel. Not quite much on it, and we're seeing these missed touches from G2 come through a little bit more often. Rise, the zero boost commit. That is how G2 shut down KC so effectively in the first 3.
And G2 can accomplish these passes, but as long as KCorp don't let the second man do anything with it, that's where KCorp can keep G2 at bay. So far, so good. 90 seconds. Atto again. Right at the line. How does Beast Mode stop that?
How does he do this? Time and time again, the 3-man passing play shut down by just 1/3 of G2. Beast Mode now has to chase that one back with Vatira. Beast Mode from Daniel and Atomic, sending just a couple to the graveyard. Why not, fella?
Okay, Atto doesn't have enough boost. He's just gonna clear it out as G2, the pass is back and forward. Now the Atomic gets involved. KCorp need time to think. Now they advance, they march to the orange half. Atto misses contact on beast mode. Atomic almost got the pass. Rise third man back, intercepts, bouncer to the back wall. But Tier can't let this center. G2 will lurk in the midfield for their chance to strike. And it's beast mode, bumped off by Rise. Playable ball by Daniel, but KCorp are quicker.
Vital touch from Atto, just keeps it away. Keeps them poking, but never getting through the membrane. Final 30, a dunk from Rice, keeping that ball now in the opposite orange side. Touch on by Daniel, first man to it is going to be Atto. Daniel again, this time Vatira. Can only go as far as the halfway line. Vatira now can't quite go for the double. Beast mode skims it along. Final 20, still looking for that confidence-inspiring goal from G2.
Atto cut rotations, took all the boost out of G2, raced back when Rise, the third man got demoed. KCorp will not allow an open net. They fix their mistakes quick. And it's G2 that found nothing in this game 4. And it's KCorp that keep their heads above water. They will not drown today.
Precisely what G2 find themselves as. Karmine Corp are the underdogs here. They're not used to that. They don't care about the booing. Everyone in the crowd can boo them as much as they want. We have Rettel's dad there trying to get every single person in the arena on G2's side. It won't touch at the European Masters, but it may well give G2 that bump over the finish line that they well need.
G2 needs the energy of their fallen brethren of Gen.G, SSG, OG to finish one of Europeans' greatest. Not a great touch out of Rise. Beast Mode wanted the dunk, and he's always playing close to KCorp. Beast Mode has dunked them before, and he'll do it again.
That's the aggression now, immediately coming out from Rise. We need to see more on these off-ball plays. Go for the man, go for the bump, do anything that you can. A redirect nearly from Atto. That mid-boost stolen. It's going to be forcing Atto to rotate further out than he would want. Rise, a brilliant pop up high, but Atomic is patient. He waits, he takes it slowly. A reset over one, a stunning display of defense.
Vatia just thinking. He had to hesitate, he had to fall back, he has to touch on the ball. Atto always leading that charge, the spark plug off the ceiling was a drop. Daniel doesn't make it easy. Vati collects, got the whole crew jumping, and it's off to the side. And Rise doesn't go for the corner boost, decides to 50 beast mode, but Atto is forced to fall back as the third man.
That's precisely the kind of gameplay that Karmine Corp they're susceptible to. They're susceptible to these counterattacks. They push so far up. G2 on the other side of things, they defend like their life depends on it. My word, 1-2, opposite bottom corner. Atto couldn't quite find his way in. This one, a long shot, shut down by Rise.
And KCorp talked about how they approach every game as a grand final. And you're having grand
I love that mentality.
Right? and you're facing championship level talent of G2. This is gonna be such a hustle. It's gonna take so much effort out of KCorp, but they are looking like the more dangerous team, at least on the pitch currently.
They can't earn a free touch, Karmine Corp. So far, battling very evenly, but still very awkward to try and get anything through. Atto takes that ball away from Rise. Rise now still low at the back. Batira finds Atto, shot just above target. Daniel to clear it from the crossbar. Again, a double tap, only goes as far as Rise. A reset, can't quite find his teammate. Instead, who else but Beast Mode to intercept?
KCorp are trying to find those teammates. They're playing closer and closer, so it's quicker passes, something to get past G2's defense. They haven't been able to carve their initials into that orange net yet, but it's 0-0 on both sides. G2's offense, it's safe. They always have Atomic here at the back, and now with a full tank of boost, we'll leave it to a second man. But that wasn't the plan, as G2 go in again. Plan B, but it's Vati. Otto looks for bomb. The bouncer! It's too high! Rise! With the cherry on top!
One good chance on net. And Karmine Corp take it. A gorgeous fake from Batty. Sends Beast Mode to the shops. He knows he's going to be committing on it. Rise can come in for the follow-up. Karmine Corp halfway through. They earn the lead. There is a contingent of Karmine Corp fans. The blue wall in the corner. They are electric with every chance that KC get.
KCorp with the lead last game. That is what sparks confidence. That's what maybe can help them adjust playstyle of not overcommitting. When KCorp find themselves behind, they can stress and they can leave open nets, but that hasn't happened. KCorp up first. G2 still trying. But we need now overcommitted. Rise!
2 minutes, 2 goals, 2 great chances, and a dunk from Rise catches that defense lacking. That happens so rarely for G2. They so rarely get those long shots coming against them. But pushing up as a 3, and with a Karmine Corp that right now have nothing left to lose, you cannot shove them in a corner and expect them not to lash out.
I don't think this shakes G2 too much. These unexpected 50s when the game is played this fast. You gotta let this one through as Atomic tries to adjust, leaves it to Beast Mode. A shot, a bump. Atto has to keep this ball in the air, buys time for his team to restructure. They're full on boost, but they're not on the ball. Rise will assure they can have a swing at this net as Vati intimidates at the corner and centers the ball. The pitch low, and Rise can't bully his way through.
There's a minute and a half. It's still very dangerous territory in time. Rise removes the biggest threat that G2 have. Daniel is briefly off the pitch. Vatira now carries. Can't get the awkward flick round 2. So Beast Mode challenges, and a whiff from him. Nerves potentially. Daniel with a Atomic rather with a terrible touch. Takes it away entirely from his teammate. 1 minute now. Karmine Corp very clearly advantage that they find mentality in the game, but G2 with a 3-game handicap.
G2 are conceding a lot of possession to KCorp, and now a shot up high. Rise ready on the left, and G2 hold a hand up. Not an open net though for KCorp. 45 seconds. The equalizer still reachable for G2, but they need to find their stride. They gotta have boost, and they gotta have a way to transition through the midfield. And Atomic to Beast Mode to Daniel, but Rise was ready.
2 games ago, that goal goes in. They don't push that Karmine Corp. Instead, they are much more confident now. Vatira, as he lands, he now calls Atto into having a little bit of contention. Daniel, another missed touch. It's awkward. Karmine Corp, they find their 3rd. They are hot on your heels, G2.
G2 are starting to flounder a little bit on defense, tripping over their laces in this series. If this score stays this way, KCorp will now take back-to-back games. You cannot let this get into your head if you're G2.
And do you know why? It's because Rise is putting the fear of God in them. No matter where they are, Rise has dunked. He got a goal out of a dunk in his own corner. Rise, with that sheer amount of pressure, is going to assist Karmine Corp on their victory in Game 5 and bring them within 1 and striking distance of G2.
G2 may be young, but this is their stage.
Neo Tokyo, we kick off here with G2 again on series point. A date in the grand finals on the line, and Karmine Corp standing very much in their way and holding them up on traffic.
KCorp, oh, they want to go to Champions Field bad. A best-of-7 reverse sweep. Those don't happen too often, but not on Beast Mode. Watch, almost with the bump, but the ball not in the net. Atto will stand tall and wanted to lead KCorp to a counterattack. It's been slowed in the midfield, and G2 ready at the back.
It's Daniel now trying to go for this push. Gets it towards the back wall. Atto with full boost, very regulated and calm. Does actually lose control of the ball, then takes it low. Shot on target, saved away, but Beast Mode on Neo Tokyo wants to make sure that he leaves rubber on the road. Daniel up for one, does put Atto out of the way, and we see that favored G2 press starting to apply.
Yeah, if G2 can find those rebounds, more opportunities, more chances to strike at KCorp. If you can catch them jumping, G2's shot placement has been incredible.
Right.
That one's a little wide. Okay, I might have cursed it, but G2 will go at it again. Beast Mode, challenge against Rise, giving time Atomic on the ball, wanting a setup. But an Atto makes it difficult for G2 to get offensive reads. As Daniel tries to be productive in the net, Beast Mode will keep the press, and KCorp will clear.
That's it, Atto. It's straight in! Atto says, you can keep taking bites of this cherry. I'm just gonna eat the whole damn thing. Opposite, top corner, thank you very much. Karmine Corp continue on their push through. 6 unanswered goals now, and 11.5 minutes of game time for G2.
G2 found the rebounds, but they overcommitted, looking for that first goal. After getting shut out back-to-back games, G2 are getting in their own heads, and KCorp with the lead has not let them down yet. Neither has Vati, but on the side wall, Atomic in his way. Beast Mode in the net against Atto. 50s across. Vati with a shot that's wide.
Chance now for Atomic on the backboard. He's not got that much boost. He's going to be taking it low, and she calls Daniel in to make sure that he can continue on this push. That Starman has not been there in the opposite corner. It's Atomic just stealing these boosts away, wanting to set up for the long haul.
Atomic low on boost. Vati already with a hand up. Rise collects, but G2 are so quick at swarming the ball. KCorp almost got to get rid of the ball quicker so they could just try to maintain some possession. Beast Mode to the backboard. Rise getting it to Atto, and G2 continue to own the blue half to find the equalizer, but not yet.
We seal these chances too. When the shot comes through, there's this one waiting for that Karmine Corp error. When it falls, there will be a G2 player for it. That's what we've seen Karmine Corp lack so far. But the second central, no one to receive it. But still scary on that G2 half. Atto ceiling, drops it down. Daniel to intercept. Now Rise in the midfield, the one man to it. Doesn't have enough boost. Vati shies away as well. Karmine Corp, they throw themselves at these balls, but so far, unchallenged by G2.
And Atto's done everything to help these transitions, but it's what KCorp can do to be productive in the corners of G2's side of the fence. But at least not letting G2 collect the ball on offense keeps KCorp in the lead.
What a
and now
50.
They send all three. Atto can't bolt those. Ball is high. And Atomic with the touch. KCorp need time to collect boost, but Tira is demoed. And G2 have time.
We're now seeing them work in tandem as well. Final 90 seconds. This game may well get a bit more frantic as G2 see their tournament life on the line. So he may well go to game number 7. That one very scary in front of the net. Daniel having implicit trust, sending it round 1. It's wide. Rise will meet him there, and Daniel, an attempted dunk.
Rise is so quick on the defense. And KCorp, one of 4 champions, nailed it. G2. It's wide. It's not in.
But
they lose their hold.
He does go midfield, but Daniel's going to be the second man to that ball. Atomic with a beautiful fake, keeps it away. See Beast Mode lurking, waiting central, full boost. A chance is going to come soon for G2. I can just feel it in my bones.
1 minute, 1 goal, and for the win in Game 6. KCorp just need to not take any risks.
Beast Mode.
Beast Mode with boost. Needs to just adjust. Can't get for the reset. As Vati really testing the waters, hoping to intimidate G2. KCorp may get mixed up, but they're in a lead still.
Final 35. Atira's going to be pre-jumping that one. Beast Mode will swipe in from the side. This one to make it to game number 7. Atto, a long pass. He's going to be there to meet it. Atira goes opposite corner, saved down.
Nail in the coffin, not there yet, but 25 seconds. Time is now the enemy as G2 need to unite. Atomic has no boost, and he's now Vati steals the ball from him.
15 more. Vati goes low, actually fakes out one, then a touch from Beast Mode. 10 seconds now to ging down. Daniel with control of Vati, back corner. He's going to pump this one long, does go high with it, rise to meet. Beast Mode is going to be there first. It's one, it's two. Atomic Central, back to Beast Mode, up high. Daniel to come in, no reset, to the floor. Game 7! It's been 6 goals, and there is only one winner in these series. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Game 7, here we go.
KCorp with 3 games in a row, nothing to change with a lead. They're comfortable. It's G2. They have to change things up. Their offense has to get creative. Rise has been a pillar in the net as Beast Mode tangos with Vati as KCorp do what they can on low boosts, and they take all the real estate they can to keep G2 floundering like they have in the past games.
The opening goal is going to set the pace here. Vati is going to tap it down low. Atto waits. He sees he's not going to get that touch, and so shies away from the ball. But again, goes midfield. Beast Mode bumped away from it. Daniel going to get a convincing clear as Vati now has to track back and defend.
G2 stabilized, they can move to an offense. Beast Mode, no boost, tries to ride up. Vati beats him to the punch, and they're gonna see what they can do, but it gets sent right back. G2 need to build confidence. It has been tough with this many games. Daniel!
It took 15 minutes, but Daniel re-emerges. A dunk from Atomic, Vati's blind spot. The drought is over. G2 feast again.
With G2 playing the sides of the field, if they can have a pinch that crosses over, this will completely catch KCorp off guard. But that was only one. The first goal from G2 in 15 plus minutes. KCorp need a response, but you gotta be confident after what KCorp have done so far.
They need a response as soon as they can get it as well. So far, unable to win a single game when G2 have scored. Beast Mode confidently up high, receives ball back down towards Atomic. Daniel with a great touch, taps it towards that mid boost and then collects. Vatira, a double dunk, but Atomic strong arms him.
Now KCorp being more careful on these 50s and what the potential result could be. G2, they've been able to force the ball to someone like Daniel, but with the solo play pitch!
Atomic for the potential series winner. Daniel with a huge carry, sails over Karmine Corp, crosses the Atlantic, and Atomic delivers the package that Karmine Corp did not want to receive. 1 minute 40 elapsed. It's 2 to the good for the hometown heroes.
G2 starting with a snowball, becoming an avalanche. The quick shots, the strikes that KCorp can't turn around for in time. Now 2 goals for G2. There's still a lot of Game 7 left, and it's KCorp cutting it close with the post, and G2 with the beat, and it's open for now!
It's wide at the end of that, a huge amount of pressure. Right-hand side with composure and boost. Gets over 1, 2, not quite 3 as Daniel now steps in the way.
Rise getting out of Vati's way on the retreat. Atto, beautiful touch, slowing down Daniel. You don't want to let G2 have time. Daniel collects the corner boost and get KCorp jumping. And G2, how do they deal with Atto? 1v1 against Beast Mode! And then
Atto, the Belgian battering ram. With Beast Mode in the way, all he sees is a target on his back. Boos rain from the crowd. Do you think Karmine Corp care? Does that just serve to set them more on fire? We're gonna see a great pass across, intercepted by Atto. Halfway through the game, and it's still competitive as ever.
It's only within 1, it's within reach. Grand finals on the horizon. It's Beast Mode trying his best. Atomic retreat, Daniel gets involved. G2, the pressure mounts. Vati, second touch just to clear, just to get rid of it. G2 can't get the bouncer. Vati with a good setup. Beast Mode follows through. KCorp can't play that.
Rise has to keep his composure as he's battled down by on Beast Mode. Vati comes in to support him out of the way. But a pass against Central, all 3 next to each other. Beast Mode shoots, but wide.
Rise has got the ball on top. He's gonna flig. Atto on the wing doesn't have boost, and KCorp need quality opportunities. Daniel can't get the drop on Atomic. Atto reads it like a book. KCorp have less than 2 minutes to get it done.
demo at the back from Atto over towards Beast Mode. That ball central, Beast Mode on the reset, comes through. Daniel with a win against Atto. Can't quite bump him out the way.
Here comes Vati, the cape for the French is on his back, and now the corner is contested. A lot of traffic for KCorp to deal with. Beast Mode with a few touches, a reset, the
Beast Mode! That's North America on his back! Capitalizes on the error, flicks it over one, and makes that top corner his home. G2 clear again by 2.
Beast Mode chance begin, 3-1. It's not the kiss of death yet. KCorp can respond. And it's Daniel that pops it up. Rise was ready on the wall. Atto, shot on net. Atomic forced to react. G2 don't have space. Now they're getting demoed. KCorp need to organize. They're too committed. They're desperate for goals.
There's midfield in the final minute. It's going to become even scarier. So many more chances.
Less than a minute. Vati wants to bounce off the wall. Beast Mode won't allow it. Rise, 50s, bumps, giving a chance for Atto. No shot. G2 are too quick.
Atto with a little bit of possession, keeps it corner bound. The crowd, they become more and more electric.
And G2 just need to bunker down because the army is approaching. And it's Atto with the shot. It's wide on the post. Daniel recovers, concedes the ball, follows through. G2 need time.
They need time. And Karmine Corp, they need it even dearer. Chance for Atto here to shoot. Rise now, up for one, down for the second, a demo. Not successful.
Beast Mode does it again. North America's MVP stands 10 seconds. Final breath. G2 say champions were made in the West. The blue wall falls, and G2 shot. Take the stride to the final.
Another game 7, but the same old victor.
Atomic, that was a nerve-wracking match, I bet.
A little bit.
I need you to walk me through this because at the beginning, it looked like you guys had it on lock, but something flipped. Walk me through that.
I think they got a lot of confidence because they had nothing to lose at that point.
Right.
And they just started rushing every ball and getting a lot of good dunks. And that led to us kind of being in bad spots, but it was also us just kind of wanting to close out the series too fast.
Oh, okay. A little bit ahead of yourself here.
Yeah.
So how do you reel it back in then? How do you stop that pressure you started feeling?
That's what Sathu does. Like, he reminds us what we have to do. He's like able to objectively see like what we stopped doing and what they changed, and he tells us. And game 7, I mean, it's about having to execute, but like having him behind us makes us way more confident.
It's good to have that extra perspective.
Yeah.
Now, I was going to ask too, for him, is it more of a strategy talk? Is it more of mental? Where does he lean in terms of directing the team in those moments?
I'd say it's strategy. He definitely knows how to like pump us up, and he screams the loudest out of all of us. But yeah, it's definitely strategic and telling us what they changed and what we stopped doing.
Well, I'm curious then, coming into a match like this, I talked just before, and Falcons said they came into their matchup with a plan. How do you guys approach these final moments, you know, the last few games you have to play on a championship Sunday?
Right before this, like after our last series, obviously we were like calming down for a little bit because it was like ridiculous series. But after that, we were watching what we were doing right against, I think it was like Falcons, because we had a really good scrim against them and we were just reviewing that.
Now I gotta ask, looking forward, do you think we're gonna get the Dickies Arena special and an organizational rematch here against BDS on the other side after their match?
Yeah, I think so.
A BDS win, I'm looking forward to that. I think you guys are too. Let's give it up one more time for Atomic and G2 Esports.